News Now Cleveland here, everyone. So, I was just watching a video while I was where I was at for a few, and I guess Crazy Carl got arrested and shit. I'm not sure how many people know about it. And while I'm heading home, I decided I'd just open a video. Why not? What the fuck? You know, type thing. Now, from what I seen though about the video, I don't know if anybody that's here has seen it or not, is the cop was trying to cause a confrontation. There's no other way around it, because in the video he's out recording, he walks past the cops without a problem. He's a good at least 10 15 feet, maybe 20 feet away from the cop. Just a video a few minutes ago, they went black screen after they put him in handcuffs and arrested him. They're claiming he interfered with the... Yeah, he was live streamed, Diego. And crap. What they're saying is that he interfered with the investigation by not listening to the officer's command to go away and stop recording. But here goes the thing, though. The one cop in the blue shirt in the video stepped in the way of the camera so you couldn't see what he was recording. When he moved, that's when the cop freaked out and got in his face screaming, "You're obstructing and you're interfering in the investigation." You know, the same old song and dance that all cops do. They come up with some reason to bitch about things. I guess it was in Fort Worth, so I'm not sure if it was in Texas or if there's any other locations and shit. Just love how cops like to do the shit that they're doing. If I was at the house, I would try to pull up the video and see what I can find and show you guys. But like I said, I'm not at home right now. I'm on my way there now. I should be there hopefully maybe 10 minutes. Who's all here anyways? There's one person? No, 3 people. He already called one of the places and they hung up the phone on me. She put me on hold and then the phone call ended. So I don't know what the hell's going on, to be honest. It just cops are fucking assholes like they always are. Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, California, I mean, I called in, I spoke to a lady. I explained the situation because I wanted to speak to a sergeant and lieutenant. They told me that they can't do that on the phone stuff. Thanks, Redneck. Yours news now, Crazy Carl was arrested over a cop having his ego getting too much of himself. The cop gets into Crazy Carl's face saying, "You're obstructing, you need to leave alone, you need to leave now." And he got in his face 3 different times and then arrested him for claiming that he's breaking the law. Here goes the problem. That cop broke 4 federal laws within like 2 minutes. And what are they going to do to this cop though? Not a damn thing. They're going to try to stick the charges on Crazy Carl, which is going to hurt that city for a very big lawsuit technically, because that's a major civil rights violation right there. Oh, so it actually is in Texas? Okay, I wasn't sure exactly if there was other Fort Worth cities in the United States or not. I don't pay attention to the map all like that. All I know is I called, actually I won't even be able to look at the number that I called. Okay then, thanks, Red. Because I wasn't sure exactly. I've seen his stuff here and there, and he seems like a really nice person. Because just in his video too, like not even 5 minutes before this cop literally decided to be, I have a small penis syndrome and I have to arrest somebody because I feel bad about myself and my wife hates me and I beat her like a punching bag. You know, that type of cop. Carl literally just bought some little kid some food. I don't know if he knew her or who she was or some random person. He just randomly bought the person food. Oh, he actually knows the kid that's there then? Okay, see, I wasn't sure. I just thought it was some random person he bought food for just to be nice. He seems like a nice person. Like I said, I've seen a couple things here and there. I never got to watch like everything he's done. I've seen a few live things before. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure. He doesn't seem like a total dick. The one thing in the video, though, that the cop did say, though, that I remember hearing is when Carl told them, he told them the Supreme Court ruling of the 10 feet, which I remember looking that stuff up. There is a ruling of 10 feet. And the cop literally says he doesn't have to listen to that ruling or something about that. I love how all these cops, though, and this is what we need to have happen one of these days. I want all of these cops that think that they're above the Supreme Court to go to the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. and tell that to a judge in their face. And be like, I don't need to listen to your orders. I would pay money to see that. I would be loving to see that shit, because that would be the greatest moment of history. Man. Oh no, hell no, they would never do that, redneck. Oh, never would they do that. They would get in front of that judge and they would be like, yes, master. Anything else, master? They would be so nice and friendly. They would never, and they would swear a million times over on every Bible in the world. Yep, I've never said a word like that. I've never disrespected the Supreme Court ever. Arr. And then right when they leave that building, they'll be like, yep, fuck those judges. Who cares? Fuck them all. They can all burn in hell and die. And that's exactly what they're thinking. This is why I could never be a judge. Because I would be the biggest dickhead in the world. Did you get an advertisement to go to a live stream video there, Dead End? Yeah, don't feel bad. I get that shit too a lot for live streams. I mean, hey, it's not a bad thing though, because I mean, think about it this way. They never used to do that though, so somehow they fix it up maybe, where people get live stream stuff, and you get the advertisements though, because you have to remember. Yeah, I always skip those damn things. Or if you're like me, you don't have to watch advertisements. I got to pay my subscription again. Oh no, I have the thing that I don't get ads anyways if I don't want them, type thing. I just have to repay it again. My shit was due the other day and I haven't switched my credit card yet. And no, I don't do that because I don't like ads. I do that for one reason. Before anybody says anything, I get to listen to my music at any time. I don't have to worry about my music getting interrupted. So yeah, I get to have fun with it. And plus my kid loves to use my phone. Holy shit, it's 2 in the morning? Damn, it's late. Ugh. Oh no, I don't have no curfew, Mark. I'm 32 years old. My curfew is whenever the fuck I feel like going back in the house. That's my curfew. I can stay out all night, damn night if I wanted to, and the cops can't say shit to me. They can try to in Ohio. Oh, you have to have a reason. No, you don't have to have a reason. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need no damn reason to be outside. Fuck it. Hey, you know what? I do my recording now. Next time they say anything about me being outside, if they ever did, I'll be like, you know what? I'm outside because of you. How about that? Because of stupid people like you is why I'm out here. Oh, yeah. My wife can give me a curfew. To that, though. When she speaks, I have to listen. Hey, don't feel bad, Brian. You're not the only one. I barely get notifications, and if I do get a notification, I get one like fucking 20, 30 minutes to an hour later after a video was already up. Yeah, they actually do that though, Jay, yes. I've actually had that shit happen to me before. This was years ago. My mother was still alive, so this was 2009, 2008 or so. I went to this restaurant that I go to because I just got off of work. I got done working at Double at the time, so I was working at the airport here in my city. And I stopped at this little restaurant because it was open 24, and I was heading home afterwards. And the cops literally gave me an attitude because it was like 2 in the morning. I'm in my work uniform, bitching that it's too late and I'm not allowed to be outside. It went back and forth for like 15 minutes until they finally just drove off and left me the hell alone. It's like, damn. I wish I was back in the recording days back then. Shit. Fucking cops was a bunch of dickheads. It's all good though. It's all good. Chi-Town Sue, he was out recording somewhere. I guess he was with his family or something. And got arrested because some cop had his little ego was violated. The cop didn't like what a camera was doing. That's the only thing I could really say to sum it up about. Yeah, basically, Cat, yeah. Cop got butthurt and used an excuse to arrest somebody. Charges won't stick anyways. It just sucks that he gets arrested today and it's Easter weekend tomorrow. So he's going to be locked up tomorrow. And, will get released Monday, most likely. Charges will be dropped. They're going to say the cop did nothing wrong, most likely, either. I don't know. He just got arrested today. I literally before this video started, maybe 5 minutes before I started this. So we're about 20 minutes ago, I'd have to say. Is from what I seen in the video, because I caught it towards the end when he was walking towards the hot dog stand or whatever he was doing. It's where I came in watching because I was out with something, doing some stuff. Um, and the cop got in his face screaming that he's interfering with an investigation. Cop walks away, does it two more different times, and then he arrests Carl for no reason. It's like, you can't get in somebody's face and sit there and be like, you're obstructing the investigation, and try to use that as an excuse. It's like, dude, no, you was wanting to arrest somebody, and that's why you came over here to harass him, because of a camera. But you won't admit it, because you're a fucking fat, lazy pig. He refused to give ID and badge number too. Did anybody else get it though, by chance, that was there? If anybody's seen that part? Did I get it in the video? Like I said, I called already, and I think I was hung up on. All I know is I was put on hold, and after maybe, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, the phone call just ended. Let me go upstairs to my computer real quick, because I'm outside right now. I got to the house, everybody. I made it to where I was going. So, we're going to go upstairs and check the computer. See if I can find anything. Yes, it was very dark. Sorry for the people that are afraid of the dark here, but I will be back. Oh, you thinking that just now? To answer that question, Odin, and everything else, here goes my theory. No, not every single cop is bad. Here goes what I think. If you don't do anything about the bad ones, you are bad. If you're a quiet cop, yes, you're bad. If you allow a person to do things, which still makes you a quiet cop, and overlook the shit that they're doing, because it's like, hey, I don't want to arrest a fellow officer for him breaking the law, because of the fellow officers in the department are going to have a problem. Here goes my theory on all that. Anytime a cop has a problem of you arresting another cop, that cop is dirty, regardless what anyone says. In my honest opinion. There's no other way around it. What if an auditor breaks the law? Should they get in trouble? I mean, if they break the law, yeah. But here goes the problem. And you have to take this into consideration, though, Odin. Okay? And I want you to think about this seriously, okay? When we record, we're doing it, and it's legally allowed to be done. Words are said, it doesn't matter. But when a cop violates the Constitution they took an oath to, that is federal time. So here goes the thing. If you go and rob a bank, that's federal prison time. You go to prison for the rest of your natural-born life in most cases. But when a cop breaks federal law, it's okay to do so. Explain that to the world. Let's hear that one. It's like, how could a cop break federal law and get away with it, but when we break federal law, we don't get away with it? So who raped the kid, though? I want to hear this one. Who are you talking about, Odin? I'm just curious. Okay, so let's see. So let's go to video, see what we can find out real quick. Right here it is. I think this is it. Sorry, I'm trying to do it as best as I can, you guys. This is where I started watching at around right around here. I believe this is the video. Yep, this is it. Yeah, sorry the picture ain't the greatest, you guys. But you can see it right here coming up that that little one in the blue is a total douche canal, because watch what he does. He gets in the way and blocks the camera view of what the other officer's doing.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. I ain't not giving you permission to film me. You got this is public, isn't it? He's a private citizen. Okay, so you can go somewhere else. This is Texas is a one-party consent state. You can go. What's your name and background? Get out of the street. Well, you're pushing me out of the street, man. You're not. You need to go. Caroline. You need to go. Pushing me out.
Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see. Can anybody catch that name right there?
Is this a public street? You need to go. Is this a public street? Okay. Interfering with what? Public activity. I'm standing. Y'all came to me.
Did anybody catch that name? It was moving a little bit too much. I couldn't really see it.
Just go do your business. No, I'm not. You're back here over here with me. You're pushing me out on the street. Doug. Back up. I'm telling you. 10 feet. Supreme Court is all they said. 10 feet. Well, if I back up, I'm in the street. My attention to you. Go somewhere else. You're deciding. You're deciding to turn your attention to me. Okay. One more time, or you're on the jail for interference with public duties. You want to take that?
Yeah, I can see it now. It's a better imaging of it.
10 feet is all Supreme Court goes. Right now, I have to turn my attention. No, you can't. You can go that way. Okay. For my safety, please go. Your safety. Let's go. I don't have guns. Go. This is a public street. Let's go. Come on. Come on, man.
That's it right here.
Oh, this is Fort Worth. Fort Worth, Texas, yes. Fort Worth Police. They want to interfere, let them do it. Hey, let them.
That's pretty much it. Was it right there. That, like I said, that was around the part that I seen. But here goes the thing, though, real quick. Odin, since you want to bring that up, the allegedly thing. So I have some things I'd love to say, okay? And I don't care if people take this as disrespectful as all or not about talking about somebody that died or passed away. But I'm going to give you a little heads up on something. Now, Odin, and anybody else, and I hope this video right here gets a lot of attention. Does anybody else know that when before Paul Walker died, a very famous actor was married, he had a child? Okay, perfectly fine. People probably know that. But do they know that he left his wife, that he has a kid with, when he was 34 years old to go and be with a 16-year-old girl in the state of California? Now, mind you, the state of California consensual sex laws are 18. So here goes the thing. A man was married, getting pussy from his wife every day probably. He leaves her for a little child. Do you really think he said, let's not sleep with her. Let's not talk to her sexually. Let's not do anything to her. And what happened? No one gave a flying shit. He was 34 years old and she was 16. But okay, but everybody wants to run their mouth about something that happened 35 years ago. Yeah, that's the thing. The girl that was trying to claim his inheritance after he died, that 23-year-old, was the 16-year-old girl he was actually with years ago. Okay, it was 17 years ago that the thing was. But from what I've been hearing about the thing with Houston, here goes the thing. What I heard about him. And I give the guy a lot of respect, in my opinion, because he doesn't seem like the type of person to do that. That everything that was stated was all false accusations. Okay, if we're going to talk about the other things right here, then I was watching somebody's video the other day, then I did some researching into it, and I spoke to the chief of police at the place. Woodburn, Oregon was where the police officer worked at. He admitted to 13 counts of rape. You know what they charged him with? 3 misdemeanor offenses that gave him 150 days. But he admitted to 13 counts of rape to a child. Now, mind you, he raped this child before he became a cop, but they said that's okay, though, because, he had a badge. But you want to worry about some other person that goes out and records the police. But what about the police that are raping children constantly on a daily basis? There's 4 different cops in Ohio that have sexually abused people. And what has happened to those cops? Slaps on the wrist. One of the worst cases in Ohio that I was reading the other day. A cop was arrested, I think, for 44 counts of child pornography. He got 3 years in federal prison. Okay. The standard minimum federal crime sentencing rate for child pornography is 10 years. The man was charged with 44 counts and he got 3. Okay, let's do the math here. If you get 36 months for 44 counts, that breaks it down to like 1.7 months per video or image or whatever he had. He had 44 counts of that stuff. Now, if that was me or anybody else in this little chat here, 44 counts would have been about 440 million years. Because we would be sick and nasty little people. Here goes another one. A cop just recently was found guilty on 3 charges. Unlawful use of police equipment, unlawful use of computer equipment, and a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl. Well, here goes what the judge calls it. Here goes what the prosecutors call it. And here goes what the police called it. An inappropriate relationship with a 17-year-old woman. Okay. He got 12 months of probation, $1,000 fine, and 100 hours of community service. He cannot speak with her until she is legally 18 years of age. Okay. 32 years old. Been a cop for 12 years or so, or something like that, or 11 years actually. Sorry. Not 12, but he was in the military for, I think, 12. And he got a slap on the wrist. Now, here goes the thing, though. Take this into consideration, too. What would happen if one of us was 32 years old and trying to date a 17-year-old? Would a judge look at you and say that was inappropriate? No. That judge would look at you, but like, you're a sick bastard and you're going to go to hell and burn for that shit, and you're about to get 50 years. Back to the same thing again, though. Is it okay for cops to do that, though? You want to bring up something that was said that come to be not true from what I've been hearing, that his own kids even admitted that shit was fabricated. And it's coming from the horse's mouth, basically. They straight stated it's not true. These cops have been caught, found guilty of their crimes with enough evidence to lock you up for the rest of your life. Who said that? I guess the kids themselves said that. His own kids, I guess, stated that situation in videos before. And a press conference about something. Houston. The allegation that was going on with him. About him and his kids. I give Houston 100% respect, honestly. He doesn't give off the vibe at all, one bit, that, he would do something like that. Because if I even had that kind of feeling that he could be that type of person, and my honest opinion, I wouldn't watch his stuff. I wouldn't want to meet up with the man one of these days. I have kids myself. And trust me, I'm the type of person that won't play that game like that. My kids are a priority to me. And shit, like, Everybody wants to bitch about what an auditor does, but here goes the problem. Has anybody ever stopped to think of this one? And this goes to every single auditor out there from all over the United States of America. And here goes the thing though. And this is something that people need to stop and realize and think about this. And I want you guys to take this serious right here. Okay? And I'm dead 100% serious on this one. Here goes what it is. Has anybody ever stopped to think a lot of this bullshit is happening where they did this in their past, or they did this, or they didn't do this, or they didn't do that, that it could be the reason that cops are trying to get us to hate each other and go after each other so we're not recording them? Anybody ever stop to think about that? Or am I the only one that ever actually does think about stuff like that? I think outside the box. I don't play that little bullshit ass game. All these auditors hating each other and bitching on each other and running their mouth and trying to go after one another over stupid shit. And it's getting annoying about this shit. It really is. It needs to stop. Grow the fuck up. We're a community. Try to get things done. Get this shit out there. Get those cops off the force that don't need to be there. And move on with their lives. Who cares what happened in the past? There's no link that you sent, Odin. You already got my email, man. I gave it to you before. If you need to, there's go to the About Me page thingy on my profile here and send me a text message. My number's on there. Text me or something. I don't care. It just... It's not even just his channel. It just goes for anybody that's trying to go after anyone for anything that they're doing. Like, it got to stop. Like, people don't realize that shit, man. Like, and it's getting old. I mean, Houston's been around for a few years with this recording crap. You can send whatever you want to send, and I'll do my research and see what I can find about things. The only thing that I know, though, that I heard that could be possible, and if it is true, it doesn't matter to me, because here goes the problem. And you have to take it like this right to here. He was dating someone. I remember hearing about some kind of like rumors or something, or why he went to jail, or he has a criminal record from what I'm hearing. I actually guess that is true, which I remember hearing stuff about this. About, he was dating some girl back in the day when she was like 17 and he turned 18 and something happened. I remember hearing about that. Or some kind of something similar to those lines, that he was a little older than this girl by like a year or two, or something like that. But here goes the problem, though. In the state of Texas, the consent law is 16 years of age, which, in my opinion, and I'm not condoning this in any way whatsoever, the consent law needs to be changed to the United States everywhere, in all states, to 18 years of age. Not 16, not 14, not 15, not 17. Flat out the fuck 18. Because here goes the problem. The consent law in the United States goes from the ranges of 16 to 18 years of age. If a girl is 17 years old and her boyfriend turns 18 and mommy and daddy doesn't like him, mommy and daddy can ruin that person's life forever for one phone call. Even if she says she was given consent, it doesn't matter, because mommy and daddy has to say so. So why do you give the consent law as 16 and 17 if their mouth doesn't work? The only way their mouth works is if that said state, say like Texas, Ohio, California, and Washington State are the ones I know of, I believe, have what is called the Romeo and Juliet law, which allows you to have a 3-year age difference from the consent law of that state to date someone, sleep with them, or whatever it is. So if the consent law in Texas is 16, Romeo and Juliet law allows her to date and fuck a 19-year-old, basically, by law standards. Now, am I condoning it? No, I don't care. You people do what you got to do. But you got to stop and think about it, though. Is it really worth trying to bring other people down over something in their past? I mean, Odin, here goes a question. And I want your honest opinion. Are you a perfect person? Yes or no? Are you 100% perfect? Squeaky clean, not a little thing in your lifetime's ever been done, no matter what it is. Does Michigan have one? Wasn't sure. I only know a couple states that actually have them. The only reason how I know know though, Don, is because I have some friends that live in a few of the states area, and I talk to them. It doesn't matter about that one. You don't have to be arrested. You could never have been caught for things. But are you a perfect person? Because you know what? No one is perfect. No one. Me, my kids, my wife, my other children, no one on this planet is perfect. I don't care who you are. You're not perfect. Everybody has some kind of flaw and some kind of thing going on in their life or something they've done in the past or whatever it is. Now, do you want to say that? Here goes the thing though, Odin. Now, say you get into the recording industry and you're out recording and doing the things. I've seen you in my videos dozens of times. Here goes the thing. Do you think that it should be, hey, let's bring up something that happened in your past 17 years ago and bitch and moan and groan at you regardless? No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's cool. I wasn't sure about if they had. I just know that, like I said, the ones that I know of are people that I talk to on the game system and shit. I play the game. That's my Xbox over there. Can't really see it. It's all dark as hell. Let's see. Yeah, that's my little TV stand set up. On my little Xbox, got my little TV. I ain't following like no sheep now, Odin. I know what you mean by that. I go out and I do my recording. And I try to get this shit done and try to take it care of. Oh, I'm a sheep. How am I a sheep? Because I record and I do what I want to do. And I live my life. I live my life day by day, basically. You know, I don't plan ahead. No, actually, I don't follow what everybody tells me. Because every time somebody says something to me, you see that computer over there? Yeah, let's just say that's, yeah, I'll go check it in a little. That computer over there is like my little trusty sidekick. When I'm home, I'm always using that computer constantly. I'm constantly looking things up. But Odin, what happened to you, man? You used to be cheerful and friendly and everything else, dude. No, seriously. So let's hear this one though. Let's get this answer out there though, Odin, because something changed about you, man. I could tell you changed over the last couple months. I was out of recording for a while and shit. Yo, what's going on there, Nomad? Since you're just joining, long story short, Crazy Carl got arrested over a cop being butthurt as fuck, basically. Fort Worth, Texas. The cop's name is Chambers. I believe is what his name was. Some dickhead is what he is. His name is Officer Dickhead. That's what I'm gonna call him. You don't follow people that do harm to people. Here goes a question then, Odin. Here goes the thing. You don't follow people that do harm to people. So what do you call this thing right here? That if a person in the auditing community, one of the other people will just go with what's his name? What's that guy's name that he always talks shit about people? I'm not sure what his tag is. What's his name? Tammy, you probably know who I'm talking about. He always talk shit about people. He has a YouTube channel. He's always running this cocksucker, basically. He's actually talked shit about me before. I just can't think of his name offhand. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there you go, Jay. There you go, Jay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I just couldn't think of it at first. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so here you go. You don't support people. Here goes the thing. Odin. Oh, here goes the thing. It doesn't matter who he. Here goes the thing. He talks shit about people. Didn't he talk shit about Houston running his mouth about this situation? Okay, do you know false accusations can actually hurt people more than anything? Do you know that right there? A false accusation about something that isn't occurring, or whatever the situation goes as, can't harm a person. No, I don't care. Let him say what he wants to say. I don't even know who the fucking dude is, and I've heard in numerous occasions he was talking shit about me. And I never knew who he was back when I first started off. After about a month or two into my recording stuff, I heard he had something to say about me, and I don't even know who the fuck he was or he existed. He was the least of my damn worries, and he has something to say about me. Okay? And guess what? I'm 100% glad he wants to run his fucking mouth. Do I care? Fuck no. I don't care about anybody that has something to say about me. You can say what the fuck you want to say. You think I give a flying fuck? I don't care. I really don't. I'll tell you how the fuck I feel about it, and I'll tell you the fucking how off. Plain and simple. But it's still, here goes the thing. There's a lot of shit talkers out there. There's a lot of people doing harm to people by just even using the accusation of that thing. And here goes the big thing too, though. Here goes something too, Odin. Explain this to me. If this is even remotely true that this occurred, and it was 17 years ago, and the state of Texas, the statute of limitations on sexual abuse into children is 20 years, I believe. So therefore, there was a 3-year gap still of the statute of limitations on this situation. Here, let's break this down to a couple things. Well, what's the statute of limitations in Texas? Because in Ohio, it's 20 years for a felony offense at that kind of a level. It's a 20-year limit. So I'm assuming Texas is probably the same, if not longer. But here goes the thing, though. Why isn't he in prison for the rest of his life for this right now? I don't know about that one. I don't know, because it's the only thing that I know that doesn't have a statute of limitation is if it's a kid that is under like the age of like 5. I don't see them gonna cut somebody like him a deal, honestly, in my personal opinion. I don't see that one bit. But where are you getting all this information from exactly, though? I'm just curious. I'll check my email here in a little while. I don't check my email on my phone. I check my email on my phone, not on my system, on my computer over there. And here goes a question. How old was his kids at the time this occurred? Do you know this much then that you're claiming that this is going on? Well, how old was this kid when this occurred then? Do you know that much, Odin? And why do you keep on typing everything into capital words over there, capital letters, I should say? Like, are you being like a keyboard warrior? Like I said, I don't get access to my email on my computer because I don't sign into it over there. If I sign in on my computer, it signs me out of my phone because that's how my security stuff is set up on that damn email. So I guess you're new to the chat here, Jennifer. I'll take a look at it when I get off the video here, when we end the video, whatever. I'll take a look at it for sure. Here goes the thing. So you're gonna bring that up, Jen. Okay, so I'm not sure if you was here for this or not, for the part for earlier and everything else. And answer this question. How old are you though? So we could try to so we could give you a good scenario. You're 47. Okay. So take this into consideration. You're a grown woman. You're older than I am. Nah, I don't remember anything like that at all, Odin. But here goes the thing, though. Like I was saying earlier, famous person left his wife for a 16-year-old girl at the age of 34. Okay? And here goes what I'm confused about. So that's okay, because the guy had millions of dollars. It's okay. But somebody like him, it's the world's going to come to an end. You don't see people bitching about that one. You know that since he's died, what was it? When did Paul Walker die? Oh yeah, it's fucking extremely wrong. But when did Paul Walker die? Let's see. 7 years ago, probably. But here goes the problem, though. There's no news articles on it, though. There's no trying to even put it out there for the world to have access to it to do anything. Oh, Paul Walker died. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. He's dead, but it doesn't matter if he's dead or alive or not. He broke the law. What happened to him? What happened to him? Nothing. Okay, look at that fucking, what's that one dude up in Chicago? We're gonna talk about people breaking the law and doing stupid things. What that one dude? Jesse dude or whatever. I mean, that's your guys' prerogatives. You guys don't watch him anymore over something. You want to take it as that right there over rumors and things that could just not be true at all. Nobody knows the truth, really. No one knows 100%. Odin, I don't know anymore. Honestly, about what you have to say or not say about things of lying. I don't actually know you on a personal level. I talk with you here and there. I haven't seen anything about that there, Jennifer, to be honest. But still, here goes the problem. How old is he now? He's what? What? Houston is what? 60 years old? So even if he did that at 35 and he's 60, that puts that at 25 years ago that occurred. Okay, let's do the math. He did 25 years. Oh, he's 58. So 35 to 58, that's 23 years. Okay, so here goes a problem. Your guys are saying that he did this one. The girl was 16, 17 years old. Here goes a problem now. In the 1930s and 1940s and the 1950s, what was the average age for people dating stuff back then? What was the average age difference? 40, 50-year-olds dating girls that was like 15 or 16 or 17? Yes, very much so. Back then, it didn't have a problem with it. So it's kind of funny, though, if you think about it that way. Years and years ago, decades ago, it didn't seem to be a problem. Now it is a problem. Like, here goes another thing that's really fucked up to say. I was actually watching a movie just the other day. Because I actually own the movies. I own the original version from the 70s, I believe it is. And then I have the newer version that was like 2014. You guys want to talk about crazy things? 1970, around the time the movie Carrie came out. I'm pretty sure some people seen that movie here. Every single one of those girls in that movie from the 1970s, and when that movie came out, was... Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry, my shit just decided to start buffing for no random reason. But here goes the thing. So every person in that movie right there... Now, anybody that's seen that movie now, here goes the problem. If you want to bring up the past and he's a criminal and this and that, yes, that's understandable about things. Yeah, I know about that, thanks, Kat. But here goes the thing. Now, anybody that's ever seen that movie back then or even recently, if you decided you wanted to watch a classic old movie, here goes the problem. Do yourself a favor. This should go for everybody. Go turn yourself into the police. Because by watching that movie, you was watching child pornography, technically. Should you go put yourself on the registered sex offender list over something stupid for the rest of your life? Ask yourself that question. Ruin your life over something stupid that couldn't even be true. It doesn't matter that it was a movie and it was published out there. It still does matter because technically it is considered illegal to have. Because it is considered child pornography. Because there was a kid in Colorado in 2012, was 17 years old. He got arrested for having child pornography. Now here goes a question. Here goes a question for you guys that's here. If a person has child pornography, should they go to jail? Yes or no? I want a simple yes or no. I don't want a long decision. If you're caught with child pornography, prison time, yes or no? Yes, I see. CJ, I'm glad you answered something. I was hoping Odin was going to answer too. And I agree too. Child pornography, yes, that is prison time, 100%. I give it 100%. But here goes the thing. This 17-year-old kid, but I believe, like I said, I believe it's in Colorado. He's on a sex offender registry for this right here. He had a picture of himself. Himself. Not some other girl. It was a picture of himself naked. And he was put on the registered sex offender list for having a nude picture of himself. Think about that for a second. So now go back to that movie. If a picture of yourself can get you arrested, that movie right there should get everybody arrested that's ever seen that movie. Because in that movie, there's probably about maybe a dozen girls that was naked in that movie. Like I said, I was watching the classic movie just the other day, and I decided I wanted to do some research on that. And I actually looked into something. And every one of those girls in the original movie was between 16 and 17 years of age. So you have to think about it this way. And a lot of people probably here in the older age that are older than me probably seen that movie when it probably first came out in theaters or when it came out on VHS. Because DVDs didn't exist back in the 70s. So almost everybody on the fucking planet that's seen that movie has committed a federal crime or a felony offense by watching that movie. Oh yeah, girls can get charged with child pornography of their self being naked too. You can be charged. You can watch that movie anywhere and everywhere you want to watch it. You could buy that movie at any fucking store. You just have to find the store that has a movie. You can go online and probably purchase a movie. Like I said, I'd have to look at my movie window thingy in my bedroom. But my kid's asleep, so I'm not going in there. But I have 4 different copies of that movie because they've made shit ton of copies of them. Are similar to the movie. There's the original back in like the 70s. Then there's the other ones that are like the 80s and 90s. And then there's the most recent one, which was like 2014, I think. And that one is the most recent one. Same thing like the first one. The movie Carrie, the original one. I'm not sure what year it came out. Yeah, well, I'm not going to because when I shut my stream down, I'm going to bed. Okay. The movie came out in 1976. Is the original movie of the Carrie movie. Is the year it was released. Now let's see something real quick now. So we're gonna check something real quick. Let's check this out real quick. Let me see. I'm just trying to find something. I'm skimming through some things. Give me a second. I gotta set you guys down. The Child Pornography Prevention Act went into effect in 1996. So that means anybody from 1996 until 2019, I'm assuming, if they watched that movie, Kiri, committed federal crimes. Yeah, basically in the very beginning of the movie, of the original one, that's where every one of those girls that was showing their tits and whatever else was being showed in the thing. Yes, they were all underage kids in that movie. Every one of them. On the original one from the 70s. Oh yeah. No, I'm not the. This is it. I'm defending it. I'm just stating the fact that here go. Okay, let's play this one. Okay, since you're saying I'm defending. Yeah. Like I said, I own a couple of the copies of. There's like multiple different movies of Kiri, or stuff like it. So here goes the thing, though, Jennifer. Since you were thinking I'm defending him, how about we break it down this way? Okay. Would you like for somebody to blame something on you or claim you did something with this person to that person or this person over bullshit ass things that are not even true, possibly? Do you want people to go around putting your name in the mud? Would you be okay with that? Because if you're 100% okay with that, then do me a favor. Never again in your life, as long as you live, ever speak about something. Ever. Just don't speak. If anytime somebody says anything, no matter what, if they say, oh yeah, you murdered somebody, you just go, yep, I murdered that person, and you take the murder rap and you go to prison. Don't argue, don't defend yourself. You get a speeding ticket regardless, even the cop says, yep, she was driving 150 miles per hour. You go to that judge and you be like, yep, I was driving 150 miles per hour. I want to take every fine you give me. Don't argue. Because that's exactly what you're doing to the world. Because people are trying to blame the man for something that nobody has 100% proof or evidence. Because here goes the problem. If he had 100% proof or evidence that this shit occurred, you think they would release him out of prison or out of jail? Fuck no. They wouldn't release him out of jail. Especially with what he does. They would not release him to the public. They're not going to be like, yeah, you sexually abused children, so we're going to release you to the public. No, they would do everything in their power to keep him in that place. So you have to take that into consideration too, though, Odin. And then you guys, like I said, you got to take it into consideration too. Next time you break the law, don't fight it. Oh, he'll be more than a cage there, Don. Like that cage will be so damn small, a fucking rat's hole will be bigger. Ugh. Well, from the past, maybe could be the reason why he was put on a registry, from if everything is true that you're claiming. But I don't see him being registered for the fact of what he so-called did to his kids. If they have enough proof to prove it, then maybe I might have to change my mind on things, just. To be honest, I don't know. I'd have to wait to see everything go and play as it is. But the biggest thing that you guys have to hear out and think about it this way, though. Hey, shit. And I know how the court system works just a little bit. I don't know everything about the court system. Yeah, crimes that accrue to the victim are different kinds of crime. Yes, but here goes the problem. Who's the victim, though? Because you do know that in the United States of America, if you do not have a victim to want to press charges, or if a victim recants and stating that it wasn't true, regardless, they can no longer proceed the issue with that. They cannot force a person to actually at all speak. They can subpoena that person all they want. And I'm pretty sure that kid knows their Fifth Amendment rights, and that kid does not have to answer anything. So therefore, if there is, like they said, no victim, no crime, basically. His kids made statements that it's not true. From what I heard from Houston's mouth himself, that the statement was released or was made about him messing with his children because of his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whoever the fuck it was made some bullshit accusation. And if there was any kind of evidence to prove that this shit happened, he would be in jail. He wouldn't be out walking the streets, going to his court hearings, and everything else. They would lock his ass up, throw away the fucking key. They wouldn't hesitate one bit. Yo, what's up, Black Label? How you doing there, brother? But yeah, it's like, yeah, but it's like, it's crazy though. Like, it's really fucking crazy. But here goes the thing though. When did he admit to this occurring though? Was this the stuff he was charged with while he has his felony offense record or whatever? His criminal record? 20 years ago? Or whenever it was? Or did he admit that he raped his own kids? I'm just curious. Let's get to the bottom of this though real quick. And I mean Black Label's probably been in contact with him. Because like I said, I remember hearing the stuff about what happened years and years ago. But here goes the thing. Yes, that's what I know of. But here goes the problem. The stuff that he's going to court over now is about an accusation that his kid did something. Because here goes the thing. Houston is very smart. And the United States has a very fun law. Double jeopardy. He was already charged and convicted of something 20 plus years ago. So double jeopardy came into effect. So he's not going to court over what he did 20 or 30 years ago. And what he did 20 or 30 years ago cannot be used against him in the court system nowadays because he served his time and he did what he had to do. Okay, in 1986. That was 32 years ago if that's when it occurred, Kat. Because that's the year I was born. I was born in 86. And I'm 32. I'll be 33 this year. So depending on the anniversary of when it happened, it's either 32 years or already 33. Depending on the date that occurred. So it's going on one of the two. So if we round it off to say it happened on my birthday, then it's 32 years. Yeah. Yeah, I understand where you're coming at, Black Label, for sure. I look at it as, let the courts do what they got to do and let it play out. And go from there and see how everything is. And shit. Exactly. That's the same thing I was trying to tell people too. Like honestly, Black Label, you may relate to this. What I was saying earlier, I don't know if you was watching for this whole entire thing since you've been here now, or if you just joined, is is that a lot of people need to stop worrying about what our activists are doing in their past. Let the past be the past. Let the courts do what they got to do, and stop fighting with each other. In my honest opinion, stop worrying about people doing it, because it just seems like it's a way to get us at each other's throats, so we can't be out there to do the real thing that we're trying to do, and get our rights respected, get the cops that don't know how to respect those rights and that think that they're above the law off the force. Yes, like that's why I'm not having a problem with you stating your opinion, Odin. If I didn't want people's opinion in this damn chat, I would have probably removed people by now. I haven't removed anyone. That's just, like I said, that's just my theories on this situation, on everything. Thanks for joining, Ozark. I don't remember you being here. But if you've been here before, hello. Sorry. But yeah. Where you heading to, Black? Ah. 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 Shit, you should stop at Ohio. Shit, Tennessee's not that far. If it's on the way, you should say hi. You can come up and say hi. I already met Cop Cam the other day. He's cool as hell. If it's out of your way, don't worry about it. I'm just saying though, making suggestions. I'm just saying if he's coming near, he's saying he could stop up that way. I don't know exactly where everything is. Like I said, Cop Cam's cool. Yeah, either way, if you don't mind or whatever, I've sent you an email a few times. I mean, there's a number on my page here. It's it's a Yahoo number, or not Yahoo, Google number, whatever you want to call the damn thing. Anybody can send me messages on there. As long as my computer's on, I'll get it, or when I get on, I'll get them, type thing. Yeah, well, thanks there, Ozark and shit. I honestly, I ain't really worried about donation much. Honestly, I do everything I have to do, and I just if people donate, people donate. I don't really ask for it much. I don't care for it. I do what I got to do. Oh no, my computer's down right now. So it's not even on. So if you call me, I don't even know what it would do. Because like I said, when I end the video here in a few, I'm probably going to bed. It's 3 in the morning here. And I just left before I started recording is I was at the hospital. We'll just give it that one. I had to go to the emergency room. Something's going on that had to be taken care of immediately for me. For me, myself personally, not someone else. It was me. I'm not putting it out there right now. When I figure everything out and get to the bottom of some things, then people could start knowing what's going on. But me, myself, was in the hospital the other day. Yeah, catch you later, Don. Fucking, I was in the hospital for like 5 hours today. Fucking hell. Fucking hate hospitals. Ah, I see what you're saying then, Ozark. Yeah. Oh, hey, Black Label. I do got a question though. I was curious about something because I've actually been wanting to ask you since you're here. I was looking at my account the other day, On yeah, I don't care. I should have it open. I don't know. I'm gonna be out with the family tomorrow though, cause Easter or later today. How does a person like get access to their money that they get through like YouTube? Because I was looking at stuff on YouTube the other day and I came across something about like $97 was earned from my YouTube channel in the last year of earning or something it was saying. How do you access that stuff exactly? How does that exactly work? Damn, what kind of cancer, Ozark? Oh, okay, okay. 100. Okay, I was just curious. Because, like I said, I was just like roaming through something and I came across it. I was messing with one of my videos like last week. And it's like I said, it said like 97 something. Is that a link to the thing? Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check that out then. Thank you, Black Label. Yeah, prostate sucks. See, my mother had cancer herself, but she had breast cancer when it first started, 10 years before she died or so, something like that. But when it finally hit her, it was breast, bone, blood, lung, liver, kidneys, brain, throat, mouth, like everything you can think of that could have cancer had cancer. Like it spread it through her body like a wildfire. It was fucking crazy. Cancer is not a joking matter. That is very, very fucked up stuff to have and shit. How long was you married for? 30. Damn, you've been married longer than I've been alive. Holy shit. Uh, well, I'm going to be calling it here in a second, but before I go, ah, damn it, I just dropped something on the floor. Ah, I love making messes, man. Making messes is fun. Who likes vodka? Or has anybody actually had that brand of vodka before right here? That's why I'm showing you guys real quick. I want to ask you guys' opinion on that. Ah, damn it, I almost just dropped my phone too. Like, can I not fucking keep something in my hand for 5 minutes? So here goes a question then, Kat, since you said you have that brand before. Um, just wondering, have you do you ever mix it stuff with like any other kind of like not like liquor drinks, but like Coca-Cola or something? Have you ever tried that before? If I was nearby Ozark, I would actually go and buy you a bottle of Jack. Shit, take a couple of shots together. Or Gatorade. No, I was just curious though, because I actually I had some of it yesterday, and it was like 2 ounces of the vodka, and like 4 ounces because of the cup that I was using. It was about 4 ounces or so of the Coca-Cola, and it just tastes like fucking shit. Like it just, oh god, it was disgusting. So I just don't know if it was me or if it was just that brand right there. Plus, mind you, it's been 7 years since I had hard liquor like that, though. I don't drink anymore. I quit drinking. Yeah. I'm not a drinking person anymore. I know Black Label wants some though. He wants to get drunk. Well, I'll have to try to pick some of that up then. Yeah, I don't drink liquor straight like back in the day. I used to, back when I was in California. I used to drink liquor like it was like I was a fish in water. Like I would wake up and grab a bottle of fucking liquor just to drink it. I'm drinking chocolate milk. So, yeah. Well, look. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to end it now. I'm about to go to bed because I got to get up in about 3 hours and shit. And, yeah. I will catch everybody another time. Like I said, thank you guys for joining. No, I wasn't arrested, cowboy. Crazy car was arrested. That was in the beginning towards the video. Or so. And shit. But thank you guys all for joining. Thank you, not Copcam, but Black Label for joining, man. Appreciate it. You guys take care. And yeah, see you next.